Hi everybody, welcome back and thank you for being here. My dear friends, life will be tough on this old body for the next few weeks. All the paperwork for the new home, Dragon Man is now playing chess, part of the sing-song team for the inter-school athletics, and thus Grandma has to travel 50 kilometers back and forth to pick him up in the afternoons because the bus leave directly after school. But Grandma is not complaining too hard as it is only 3 more weeks before the big move, and we will then be within 5 minutes from the school. I truly cannot wait. But it is a big move. We've lived in the same town for nearly 14 years. So this time it is internet services which will have to be moved, etc., etc. Anyway, guys, like I said, until we've settled in the new home, videos will be pretty random. I thought I could do videos while waiting for Dragon Man, but it is far too warm in the car to do so. Unfortunately, my car no longer has air conditioning. Some pipe broke off years ago. Anyone want to come pimp my ride? It will be so much appreciated. Anyway, it is what it is. So I'm just dealing with it as best I can. So let's put all of that aside and let's talk royals. I now had one of my suspicions confirmed. So you will find me addressing Harry and Meghan directly from time to time, because whether they are listening themselves or whether it is a friend or a staff member, I now know that whatever I say on here does get back to them. I tested it and the result was 5 out of 5. And I think that is a pretty good indication. Okay, so Harry and Meghan, there is absolutely no point in you getting Bella to tell us that you are working on a movie and documentaries and a series and. If you want to prove me wrong, then I want proof and details, okay? Because so far, all anyone can prove is that you are dragging some guy with a movie camera along to Vancouver in 10 days' time. So it appears it is again a matter of if all else fails, let's sell our souls. But I have news for you. According to some very reliable information, Netflix executives are rolling their eyes and laughing at you while keeping a beady eye on that calendar, just waiting for the terms of the contract to run out. And dear Megan, I also hear that they are not interested in your usual sanctimonious crap. So if you think a series of your fake looks of sympathy while holding the hand of a wounded veteran is going to sell your next Harry and Meghan Talks crap series, you are wrong. Oh, baby, you are so wrong. Then Meghan and Harry have been releasing short videos of old material and old visits in which they talk about the dangers of social media and online safety. Blah, blah, bloody blah. Now, although old material, the videos were released following the United States Senate Judiciary Committee hearing on online child safety. This just shows you how work shy and lazy the two are. Instead of working and putting together something significant, they shared a statement and some footage of them talking at the World Mental Health Summit in New York last year, October. Yes, my friends, that is how serious Harry and Meghan are about the subject. Instead of, say, putting together a team of experts, legal and medical, and taking part in a group effort to advise and support, they just recycle old shit. But never mind that for a while. Old material or not, they responded directly to a United States Senate hearing. Am I wrong? Or does that mean they are again interfering in American politics? Really? Look, I know child online safety is indeed a global issue, even here in the backwater of South Africa. But this was in response to a Senate hearing. So, in my not so humble opinion, the two people, being the British Prince and his American British titled wife, should hush and not respond. And if they have something to say, then they should do so elsewhere under different circumstances and not in response to a Senate hearing. Anyway, my friends, also, in my not so humble opinion, Meghan and Harry should not say a word, not even utter a syllable about children and online safety. You see, while they are supposedly keeping their own away from the cameras, I mean, except when paid for by Netflix, of course, they have no qualms whatsoever using other people's children for their own PR. How many times have they gone to schools and spread their uneducated version of life and their version of the truth? How many times were children told, yes, and there's video evidence, told, practically forced to hug Meghan, to pretend to love her. Mm. And when they wanted to do the same with Harry, was actually brutally shoved away. How short are people's memories? Well, I'm here to remind you of the many times Harry and Meghan used children online to further their own agenda. As far as we know, they are not physically abusing other people's children in the real sense of the word, but by using their images, often without consent, could put those children at risk just like they would maybe their own. But are they confronted with the truth? How far did the parents of the children at that preschool get with their complaints when Harry and Meghan and their entourage and photographer were let into the school while parents were not allowed in and could only drop their kids off at the gate? How far did those parents get with their complaints? Not very far. The story was squashed and went away, just like that. And the complaints from parents of children at the Harlem school, same story. It just went away. And my friends, that is what makes Bookworm angry. Very, very angry. Wherever I look, people are up in arms about the alleged abuses committed by, say, 4 or 5 rangers out of 1,400 rangers across Africa, and blaming Harry for having known about it since May and reporting it, and currently African parks and the Congolese government are actually handling it. What the F was Harry supposed to do all the way there in California? Get dressed in his camo uniform and take up his AK-47 and rush into the jungle to sort those guys out? Ridiculous. Silly. But no one, absolutely no one is actually making an issue about the woke, uneducated BS Harry and Meghan are so fond of spreading to the youth. No one is actually talking about and supporting the parents of those children at the preschool and the parents of those children in Harlem. Let me tell you folks something. Remember that 17-year-old Meghan pulled into her bosom and hugged at that school in England? Well, you can call me a helicopter parent any day of the week if you really want to. But if that was my son handled like that by a 40-something-year-old stranger, I would have spoken up, spoken out, and caused a huge stink. Huge. Unhand my child, ma'am. So Andrew has lost his livelihood, his way of life, even his friends and sport for allegedly touching a 17-year-old. But old Meghan can shove her breast into a random 17-year-old. Why? Double standard or racism? You choose. Come on, people, open your eyes. Bookworm is tired. Tired of these double standards. Tired of the hypocrisy. And tired of the fact that there are rules for me, but not for Harry and Meghan. And that, my dears, is how I feel. Honestly, truly, raw, no holds barred feelings. And next, Harry and Meghan, you have been begging for it because you started the war, and I am certainly going to do my part as a soldier of justice to bring on that spring expose. But that, my friends, we'll talk about next time. So until then, please take good care of yourselves. Bye.